Hi Virgo, thank you for joining me for your October reading. Please remember that this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. It's also timeless and not gender specific. Because time and energy is fluid, it means that it can be switched, so please do bear that in mind if you're cross-watching. Because this is Virgo's reading, I will be addressing them, but this could easily be the cross-watchers' energies that I'm reading. Okay, so always use your own discernment. You take what's resonating for you and you leave what doesn't. I cannot censor, choose nor control what comes out of the cards. I'm literally just reading them and it's up to you what you decide to do with it. You do have free will. For everything else, please read the descriptions box. Okay, so now all of that's out of the way, let's get into your reading for you, Virgo. That was quick. Okay, so the Eight of Air, in traditional tarot, that's the Eight of Swords. Okay, so Virgo, in this particular deck, it does work a bit differently, quite a bit differently from traditional tarot. In this deck, it pertains to a release from denial and seeing things as they are, seeing things beyond any kind of illusion that anyone might have put upon you, basically. It's you opening your eyes to reality and you're turning your back on negative self-thinking as well, because that can really cloud your own judgment and your own vision. It's also a card about honesty, giving you strength and courage to face whatever it is that you have to face throughout this month. So yeah, I'm trying not to swear so early in the video, but basically you're seeing beyond the bullshit at the moment, which is absolutely amazing. Right, so we'll find out more as we start pulling your tarot. Let me have a look at Virgo's current energy, please, for October. Virgo's energy, please. Okay, right, so you got the Knight of Swords, that's Gemini energy, and the Seven of Swords, Aquarius. A lot of swords energies, a lot of thinking that's been going on. And the Seven of Swords, it does pertain to some kind of sneaky or deceitful behaviours. I'm seeing this, Virgo, as somebody doing this to you. And you're calling them out on it, basically, right? You've got the World, that's fixed energies, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius again. And the Ten of Wands, Sagittarian energy. Yeah, I am going to clarify for you though, but from what I can see here, this is a very strong message about you're not playing games anymore and you're not going to be manipulated. Somebody's tried. Right, they've definitely tried to manipulate you to believe in their version of something that was quite possibly made up. It's like you're seeing someone for who they truly are here. Can you clarify the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, please, for Virgo? Okay, the Lovers, Gemini energy. Right, so yeah, for some of you, this is an end to a romantic connection here. There's a couple of different groups of you, right, because the read is already branching off. From what I can ascertain from this, either you were in a relationship with this individual and they have been lying and deceiving, gaslighting as well, and you've ended it. Cross-watcher, the energy is interchangeable, so this could have been a Virgo that was doing it to you, so you do need to bear that in mind. And then for somebody here, this is more a case of you've just dodged a bullet with this particular individual, so the connection didn't actually get off the ground and you discovered their deceit. There's a World here in the Ten of Wands, please. It's like you've clocked this really dodgy situation just in time. You've stopped something from getting any further. It's a world and the 10 of Wands here, please, for Virgo. Yeah, Judgment. That's Pluto energy. Could be Scorpio energy. The Magician and the Ace of Coins. Yeah. Okay, Virgo, the reason why this is showing up in your read is because this individual is going to make a second attempt back towards you. And I know it's not great news. It's quite possibly the last thing that you want to hear right now. But it is showing up. And I do have to be honest about what's coming out in the cards. Okay, I'm seeing here that you're going to have to make a final judgment call on this particular situation. I'm also seeing that you're going to be very, very careful because you've got the Magician and the Ace of Coins, right? The Magician, it's not just about manifesting. It's also about being flexible. It's about communication and being careful with the communication that you receive as well. Your ability to take a step back from any situation and to look at it from all different angles. You're really, really good at sort of removing yourself emotionally from a situation and gaining a higher perspective so that you can see more clearly everything that's going on. It's like the bird's eye view, right? That's one of your skills. And I'm seeing that you're going to be utilising that natural skill that you have to do exactly that in this situation. You knew that there was something really, really dodgy that was going on with that individual, right? You just knew it. So you withdrew your emotions, you took that couple of steps back, and then you started seeing everything as it truly, truly was. You started seeing through the lies and the deceit of that individual. Again, all you had to go on was a hunch, and it's shown that your hunch has paid off and you've dodged a bullet, like for real, for real. You're not going to be carrying this one's emotional junk with the 10 of Wands. You're not doing it. You're giving it back to them because that's where it belongs. I'm not seeing that you're going to be entertaining any kind of second chance because you're listening to your higher calling. You're listening to your intuition, right? But now you're in a situation, and if it hasn't happened yet, then it's indicating that very soon you're not just going to have your own intuition to go by on this. You're going to have tangible, solid evidence against that individual, right? You're going to have something that validates your suspicions, basically. You're then going to look towards a brand new and a very beautiful opportunity someplace else, right? Something that is solid, it's grounded, and it's more in alignment with you, with that particular combination. This is someone here who seems to think that they can just manipulate anybody. And with you, I would say that they've met their match, but it's not even that. It's like you wiped the floor with them before they could even fully cause like absolute total devastation. It's more like you've seen them coming. What are the outside influences affecting Virgo, please? Outside. Oh, okay, so the top two did a big jump. So it's the 5 of Coins, it's Taurus, 2 5s, and the 5 of Wands, Leo energy. Yeah, outside influences. This is whoever that person is currently feeling sorry for themselves. They feel that without you, they're nothing. Again, you don't trust this individual because of all of the drama that they have already caused you, right? For some of you, they've even put you in competition with others as well. So you always felt like you had to fight for their attention or their affection. You always felt that they were otherwise distracted by what they could have instead of being focused on what they did have, right? I am still going to clarify though. I have one more for the outside influences for Virgo, please. The Magician again, and the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy. Nice. So yeah, this person is definitely going to be communicating with you throughout October, definitely. You're going to be using your intellect and reason to ensure that you continue to move forward away from that particular person. With the Wheel of Fortune, that's the card of fate, karma, destiny, things moving in your favour. It's also the card of appreciation, believe it or not, because when you're at the top, it keeps you humble, as this too shall pass, and you find yourself on the bottom. And when you are on the bottom, it keeps you hopeful, because this too shall pass, and you're back at the top again. It's the card of basically, you reap what you sow, what goes round comes around. It's also a card of good fortune. So Virgo, fortune is favouring you in this situation, because you're wise to that deceit, and you're also not allowing yourself to be played as well. Could we please clarify the Five of Coins, Five of Wands? Clarify Five of Coins, Five of Wands for Virgo. Okay. The Ace of Cups, yeah. Typical case here of you don't know what you've got until it's gone. And that person literally had no idea the treasure that they had in you. It literally is their loss. We're seeing here the Nine of Coins is Virgo energy, the Queen of Swords, Libra energy, and the Two of Coins, Capricorn. Yeah, you're good by yourself here, Virgo. You're more than fine by yourself. This individual knows that you don't need anybody, and especially you do not need them. There's going to be boundaries here that's set with that particular individual, and I'm actually feeling that they are going to try to cross your boundaries by approaching you with this. They've got it in their head that basically they can try to win you back, but the way that they're doing it is, I'm seeing that they're going to try and make you jealous first and foremost, to see if that'll win back your favour. It's not going to work though, because you are heavily focused on your own stuff right now. You've got the Magician twice. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Coins, the Nine of Coins, and the Queen of Swords. Everything about your energy, Virgo, tells me that you're not interested in that individual. You're not interested in revisiting it. You're not interested in having a conversation with them. You've basically got better things to do with your time, especially right now, because some of you here are actually coming into a brand new job as well, and with that job comes brand new living arrangements, so you might even be looking at moving location as well. You're basically starting from scratch. It's showing me that your success is the main reason why that particular individual is making a beeline back towards you. It's like they want you to share your success with them. So it's quite an entitled individual as well. It's like they're giving off this energy of, but you owe me, you know, and I don't particularly like that energy, and I don't think you do either. You are weighing up your options in other aspects of your life, right? In fact, for some of you here, you're weighing up different love options, and this one is not included. They have tried to make you jealous, and what they've actually achieved is that they're gaslighting themselves at this point, right? Because they are actually feeling jealous of you and the direction that your life is about to take, which is far better without them in it. I'm sorry to sound really, really brutal, and again, cross watchers, please remember that this could be reversed, all right, and this could actually be your energy. But again, because it's Virgo's read, I do have to address Virgo, okay? What is the outcome of this, please, for Virgo? What's the outcome? Oh, that was quick. The Lovers, nice. What's the outcome for Virgo, please? The Five of Swords. That's Aquarian energy. What's the outcome for Virgo, please? That's actually a really good Five of Swords, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. Oh, the Empress and the Star. Nice. Aquarius and Libra Taurus can be. So the amazing news here, Virgo, is the Empress has appeared towards the end of your read. Okay, whenever that happens, it tells me that the individual that I'm reading for, they are going to have the outcome to the situation that they want. It's very, very favourable for them. Really, really favourable. A happy outcome to this particular situation. You are going to rediscover your inner peace again as well. You're moving on from that situation. You're healing from it. You're rebuilding yourself from it. And in fact, you're going to be bigger, better and stronger than ever before. There is so much potential here to this brand new relationship that you're going to be picking up. Right? For some of you as well, the brand new, not the ex, but the brand new is going to lead on towards your family as well. So if you were trying to weigh up between a brand new connection and the ex, everything about this read is pointing towards brand new person. Give them a chance, because it's going to lead on to you having a marriage, a stable commitment, a family. You're happily ever after, basically, with that particular combination. Now, your Five of Swords is telling me that you are going to be victorious in this situation, because it's all about picking your battles carefully, fight through the obstacles, and then being victorious. Okay, and it's come out in your outcome. You're going to be victorious here, Virgo. The blockage is the Seven of Coins. It's Taurus energy. So the blockage is patience and harvest. I'm seeing this particular Seven of Coins as the ex up here, they were not putting the work in. And under there, the Ace of Swords, yeah. Truth, clarity, a breakthrough as well. Your blockage is you're unsure about which one of these are you going to be putting in your efforts, right? Because this individual here is quite a sweet talker as well. But with that comes a lot of illusions. There is going to be, for some, where this has not come to light yet. It's showing me that it soon will, right? So obviously, if you feel that anyone's being deceitful towards you, then absolutely follow that hunch. The basics that I can pull from this particular read for you, Virgo, is there are two individuals that are fighting for your affections, if you will, and one of them's lying. What does Virgo need to focus on at this time, please? Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. yeah. Because that's your focus for this month, Virgo, they're asking you here to remember the shitty situations that that individual had dragged you into in the past, right? Remembering the state that they had left you in before. You had to do a lot of healing work on yourself after that person had been finished with you, right? You had to really drag yourself back up from a very, very dark place. Don't give them that power again. It's Virgo's focus, please, for October. There could be some kind of trauma bond to that particular individual that keeps pulling you back in. Okay. Creating reality. The Magician. Live your best life by design. You have amazing experiences, freedom, lifestyle, and infinite potential. So that's your focus. Stay on target here, Virgo. There's definitely a trauma bond here. It's like they keep managing to reel you back in. They hurt you, discard you, walk away. They wait a couple of months, reel you back in again, and then the cycle just keeps on repeating. Only now it's gotten to the point where you're like, right, enough is enough. I'm done with this. I cannot be dragged down into that cycle anymore. I'm moving on with somebody brand new. They can feel that you're pulling away from them. They've become jealous, and then they're trying to reel you back in yet again. But you're seeing things more clearly now. You're seeing things for how they truly really are. And it's that's helping you to stay focused on the reality of the situation. That if you were to go back to that individual, the same cycle would keep on repeating over and over and over. And there wouldn't be any sort of let up. I'm seeing this as you are going to be giving this individual the shock of their life, because this time round they're not going to get anywhere with you. They're not. Also, I did forget to mention that you've got the Wheel of Fortune out with the Empress, right? So it doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. The cards in tarot are not gender specific. The point is, Virgo, when the divine masculine or divine feminine energies comes out in a read with the Wheel of Fortune, it lets me know that that person is being divinely protected, right? You're being protected from this individual. This is some kind of soul lesson here that I'm seeing that is going to help you to break the trauma bond that you have with that person. So the focus here is your own future, your own life, and to see if you can find the root cause as to why you've been trauma bonded to that person, because it's that was giving them their power, right? They don't have that power anymore, but when you do investigate the root cause of that, it protects you in the future from any other situations that are similar to this one. Have a healing message, please, for Virgo. Okay, boundaries, waxing gibbous. And your waxing gibbous moon is all about tweaking, honing and adjusting. Okay, so I always say with oracle decks, you get 3 messages that come with every card. The first message comes from the creator of the deck. The second message comes from your own intuition by looking at the card. And the third message comes from your reader and their intuitive messages. Okay, so it says boundaries. Judging what you need and what you do not need allows you to place healthy boundaries. You teach people how to treat you. Judge what is healthy and right for you with clarity and care. Simplify. The positive affirmation that comes with this card is, I can say yes or no with authenticity and clarity. And then you've got a stone The stone that it suggests it could be beneficial to you at this time is obsidian. So this card is basically saying that you do not have to people please. You can put up your boundaries with others. You do not have to put up with any kind of shit from anybody, whether you're in love with them or whether you're related to them. Nobody gets a free pass to treat anybody like rubbish, right? You're not being mean by enforcing your boundaries. It's you showing self-love and self-respect, right? There's this really horrible misconception about unconditional love. And they seem to think that you should love somebody no matter what. And I don't agree with that at all, because you can love somebody unconditionally from a distance if you have to. You do not have to surrender your own boundaries in order to love someone unconditionally, because you cannot forget about the unconditional love that you need to have for yourself, right? That's where things get kind of mixed up a bit with the whole unconditional love. It does not mean that you have to surrender your personal boundaries. It does not mean that you have to forgive and forget. It means that you have to forgive yourself for making mistakes. It means forgive yourself for, at the time, not knowing any better. It means not having any grudges held over your head. And it means not having to feel that sort of self-loathing that comes with making a mistake. Forgive yourself for making mistakes. Forgive yourself for trusting someone who quite clearly did not deserve your trust. You weren't to know how that situation was going to turn out until you'd given them a fair chance, right? What they did with the chance that you gave them, what they did with it is on them. It's not on you. That's what that card is. Boundaries. Anything else for Virgo, please? Okay. Sun in Virgo. What do you know? Endeavour. You reap what you sow. Virgo, don't feel guilty for that individual that was deceitful to you. You've got no reason to feel bad for them. They're literally reaping what they've sown. Okay. Eclipse in Leo, compassion, shine brightly like the star that you are. Yeah. The eclipse energy, that's all about a decision that invokes an emotional response, right? So yeah, they did have some kind of emotional hold over you, and you're breaking those chains. You're showing yourself more compassion, which is really helping you to say no or no more to that individual. And Sun in Scorpio, passion, a passionate, intense or mysterious phase. Yeah. You're going through a transformation here. I'm seeing this as a boost to your confidence as well. And under there, eclipse in Virgo, reorganization, choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Yeah. There is some kind of reorganization here to your life, to your daily routine, especially if that individual is someone who is living with you as well. That there is going to be reorganizing that situation. Again, eclipse energy. This is not a decision that you've come to just out of thin air, right? There's been a build up to this, basically. It's been a long time coming. what I'm actually looking at here is that really awkward transitional stage from you having to deal with this situation and then having to deal with the changes that follow. But I'm also seeing you being really, really successful with it as well. And it's going to work out in your favour. Positive affirmation, please, for Virgo. Okay. Your treasure is at hand. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles widest with those they've already found, especially when they've stopped looking elsewhere. Actually, zippier is on quite a few lists. Tally-ho, love the universe. Your treasure is at hand. So that was somebody who was a bully, and they made you feel that you weren't sexy, they made you feel undesirable, they didn't see you for the treasure that you actually were. And this is genuinely their loss. This isn't your loss, Virgo, it's theirs. Because you've got an individual down here in the brand new relationship that you might meet at your brand new job, for some of you, that is going to show you exactly how sexy and beautiful or handsome that you actually are. They are not going to leave any space for you to question yourself or your worth or anything like that. I'm feeling that that individual is going to try and come back just to see if they can, just to see if they've got some kind of power or control over you. And they're going to be in for a shock because there's definitely a power shift here. You've taken back your power, Virgo. Okay, so for those of you who are easily offended at swearing, then your read has ended now. Thank you very, very much for watching. And for those who don't give a shit, this is the Rebel deck. This is the Oracle deck that I always use at the end of the beginning of the month reads. It's very brutal. It can be quite offensive as well. It works in exactly the same way as all of the other tarot and Oracle, where it's for the viewers to decide what side of the table that they're sitting at for every single card that comes out. So it's all still completely interchangeable. Have some more for Virgo, please. Okay. Right, get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow now. Get the fuck out your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out your ass pronto. You are giving too many fucks. Give 0. You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass, buy your own damn drink. Winning, you've got a good thing going, don't ruin that shit. You're giving away your power, you're a badass, act like it and make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. That's for the person that you're dealing with. Again, yeah, they've basically seen that you're in a happier situation now, or you're about to be in a happier situation, and they just don't like it. I'm getting this really malicious, vindictive vibe off of them. It's like they acted like they didn't want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you either. You know, it's a really spiteful energies that I'm getting off of them. But you've got this though. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Virgo. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my descriptions box and it's in my pinned comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely, lovely week and remember to be kind. We're all just trying to survive. Okay, bye.